Hi everyone, Ben here from Sydney Fruit Gardening, and it's middle of winter at the moment. We're in July, past the winter solstice, so the days are getting longer slowly, and spring is around the corner. But for this peach tree, it feels like spring's already here. This is I think it's a Tropic Beauty. Might be Tropic Early, maybe, I can't remember exactly, but it is a very early peach, and it is well and truly in flower already. Bees are having a field day and just loving it at the moment. So yeah, this tree is doing great. I did give it a prune. It is a full-size peach tree, but I am trying to keep it dwarf so I can net it. Everything needs netting in Sydney because you get the fruit fly or the peach and cherry slug or some other bloody pest. I even found, even now, a worm inside one of my developing white sapote fruit. So I didn't think they were affected by fruit fly or pests, but yeah, looks like they are. The Binia here, still holding on to its fruit. They're very slowly growing, but they are still growing. Leaves aren't looking great, but that's pretty normal. Another one down here somewhere. Another one up there. So a few fruit on this tree. I'm hoping they keep developing over winter, and in spring or summer I'm hoping that we'll be eating Binia. The white sapote here is covered in flowers at the moment and developing fruitlets. This graft of Max Golden, this was a late graft I did actually in autumn, back in March I think, or well, no, April, 6th of April. And it took, I'm hoping that growth doesn't get affected by the cold. Had a little bit of dieback at the tip, but it's still good. Some developing fruit here, and this is the reason I put the Max Golden on, because Kampong, whilst it's nice, so far the fruit have been quite small. I think the Max Golden fruit will be larger. So yeah, lots of developing fruitlets here, and of course flowers. Here I've got the red Dhaka bananas developing over winter. This is the other Binia. Here's the fruit on this one. It's getting bigger slowly, I think. Star apple. Very sheltered spot here underneath the bananas, but it's doing pretty well. I actually think I may remove these bananas come summer because they're really kind of taking over this area. And we like bananas, but we're not huge fans, so look, I might remove them and then let the Binia spread out a bit more. And we've got a wax jambu back here, which is absolutely just doesn't get any light anymore. The colours always go funny in the camera in the shade here, but this is a very green tree. It's just yeah, kind of stuck behind these bananas. Avocados here, it's put out a little bit of new growth. Other than that, it's just sitting. Lots of growing tips, getting ready for spring. That's the large leaf Avocados. The lychee is trying to put out new growth, but very, very slowly. That's the Erdon Lee lychee variety. Peanut butter fruit's doing really well here. And then we've got a jackfruit back here. We've actually got the Atherton raspberry pushing out heaps of fruit and flowers at the moment. Or fruitlets, they haven't yet coloured up, but that Atherton raspberry's taking over again. I need to tie it back again. It sends runners out everywhere as well, so I just have to always keep on top of those. But yeah, jackfruit's doing okay here. Trunk is thickening up a little bit on this. Yeah, cherry guava down here. I had my first cherry guava a couple of weeks ago. Very delicious. Canistel's doing all right. We haven't really had a cold winter. The average has been about 1 degree cooler than last year, but the lows have been much warmer. Last year we had lows down to 0 or 1 degree. This year I think our lowest has been 3 degrees, which is pretty balmy. So yeah, and it's the lows that really matter. You get a little bit of frost or whatnot, then you're in trouble with some of these tropicals. I've got the 2 papayas there. The papayas have done fine outside. Very sheltered location again. But yeah, they're both doing really well. You see what I mean by these runners, the Atherton raspberry. I'll have to pull that up. Black sapote's doing fine. These fruitlets just hang on now until spring. Yeah. So they'll just hang on, and then in spring they'll ripen up. Mountain soursop doesn't even really blink at the cold, to be honest. It's a little bit there, I guess, but overall doing pretty well. A cha-cha just kind of does nothing at this time of year. Just sits there. And what have we got around here? The Avo. This Avo never really took off, but it has started to put out these larger leaves from the trunk here, so I'm hoping it's kind of gained its footing, and hopefully will just grow nicer this year. We'll see. If not, then I'll pull it out. A lot of hassle avocados I'm finding. This is my espaliered pear. I'm trying to track down the hood pear variety. If anybody has hood and is willing to share a cutting, please let me know, because I've got Florida home. I need the pollinator hood. They're the 2 low chill varieties, but this pear has a few things on it. The Hosui Nashi, it's got an interstem. Someone else gave me that. I think I may cut that off. Babyface, Paradise, Florida Home, and Bure Dial. So it's got a few different varieties on there, but Florida Home apparently needs hood to pollinate it. So we like pears, so I'm hoping that this takes off. Some of my blueberries are starting to flower a little bit. They lost a lot of leaves though. I feel like I haven't mastered the blueberries yet, but anyway, we'll see how they go. And jujube. So every year I'm finding this jujube puts out really small, weak growth at flowers. We harvest, sort of 7 or 8 jujubes, and then come the dormant season, all that growth falls off, and it goes back to a twig again. So this year I think I'm going to pull all the flowers off, not let it develop any fruit, and just let it grow a bit. Green sapote's doing okay, little cold damage there, but nothing to worry about really. These are all grafted white sapote, Kampong variety, so they're doing well. Lakucha, monkey jack. Got a little bit of this, but not so much now. I think it actually got it from the peach tree. So yeah, the peach tree initially got some of that black spot kind of infection, fungus kind of thing maybe. But yeah, look, it's just taken off now. Really quite a pretty tree when it's in bloom like this. I did have a lot of trouble last year though with the I think fruit fly, but also I think it's peach and cherry slug. It kind of bores into the end of the tips. Do you know what that is? And most of my peaches ended up having worms in them. I didn't put the net on early enough, or the worms were already in there, or the flies or something, I don't know. So I need to work out what I do this year. The Spalier apples are all pruned now. Lots of varieties on these trees. Some do well in Sydney, some don't. We don't get those big harvests. I think you guys in Melbourne or in the cooler states get, but we still get a decent amount. They do want some chill, of course. Apples. Your low chill ones like your Dorset Goldens and your Tropic Sweet do really well. Fuji does all right. Akani, yeah, it's okay. Jonah Gold's not bad. But I'm still working out the right way, I think, to prune these for maximum yield. Got garlic in this year. First time I'm growing garlic, so hopefully they do all right. Some bok choy as well. Coffee's doing okay. I didn't get any coffee this year. That's what's left of the Yukon. Still some more to harvest. Still got chilies there. Chili trees are still good. Still even got this tomato, but again, something got into the one tomato up here that was starting to ripen up. Multi-grafted citrus, blood oranges starting to get that sort of coloured up look where you can tell they're getting ripe. They want a bit of cold to get sweet, these oranges, and to colour up. To get their blood inside, they need a bit of cold. Heaps of lemons. More garlic there. Yeah, I'm trying to rationalise this area a little bit because we got, I've just got so many seedlings and grafted apples and whatnot down here. But I do want to start to put some larger trees in pots down here, a bit like this Acer Roller. Again, this Acer Roller didn't give me anything last year. I find it flowers and then nothing sets. I wonder if it needs a partner. Same with the Patanga tuber, probably needs a partner. Oh, I pulled this pink limeberry out of the ground from out front. The berries are a bit meh. They're okay, but they're not anything to write home about. Here's one here. Just kind of bitter, really. That one actually wasn't bad. Mostly skin. Here's another grafted tree. Kampong. Lucuma. You can see all my sooks inside. You got the cacao there, soursop seedlings, Garcinia intermedia, yellow Jaboticaba. There's some seeds that I grew from Abiu and Mame Sapote in the middle. Jackfruit, this is a sort of semi-soft semi-crunchy yellow variety from Tropical Fruit World. I had got some of the seeds. Luke's Garcinia, grafted Luke's down there. Clavia, Cara, Abiu, and a little cinnamon tree down there. Pushing new growth as well. That's pretty cool. We've got the yellow guava. This one's just growing really well in the pot. So I need to find a spot for that. I'd love to just graft it on with the red one, to be honest, but I think they're quite hard to graft. So Eugenia squamosa, I think. Eugenia squamosa, yeah. That one. Well, a lot of the Eugenias don't really have much of a problem with the cold. Here's a Nangapaya, another Eugenia. I think it's Nangapaya, yeah, Nangapaya. So, wine palm, jelly wine palm. My grafted jackfruit. I'm leaving it out just to see how it handles winter outside, but it's having a little bit of issues, but you know, nothing too bad, I suppose. This is one of the Nankamini jackfruits. Yeah, Relinia, of course, having some issues. Jara Palm, no problems, even pushing out new growth. That's doing well. I want to get another one of these, but they very rarely come up. This is the one that's a substitute for acai and grows in cooler climates, so that's awesome. We got castata up the back here. Red hybrid down the front, and red hybrid's even pushing out new growth. I've had trouble with this before where it kind of dies in winter, but yeah, it's been all right. I put some grafts on here a while back, April. There's no growth per se, but they haven't died either, so we'll see. The ones that were not bagged definitely did die. The ones that are bagged are fine so far. This little can still struggling in the cold. Longman's doing great. Not growing, but not having any issues either. Alright. I potted up this bay tree a while ago. I think it looks good here on the porch. This was a marcot somebody did, and I got in a swap. This is not a fruit, Luculia, but a beautiful smelling plant. Luculia, flowers in winter, wonderful smell. Bambaroo mango, it's doing okay. I find I'm not sure it's really rooted in that well. So I'm hoping it roots in a bit better this season. Mini Macca's pushing out new growth. Little Chirimoya's doing okay. All these guys are asleep. The pomegranate, the red Chatut mulberry. Had about 5 or 6 oranges off this little espaliered orange tree. I think it might be a navel. This one, yeah, so the Midium Berry. Have a look at that. Little Midium Berry there. They're not bad, they're just tiny. Cherries, of course, all dormant. Dormant. All the cherry, persimmon, grape. Hoping maybe we'll get some macadamias this year off this dwarf macadamia tree. It's grown nicely. And you know what? That's probably it for today, guys. Everything is going pretty well. And I think we're just really looking forward to spring. All right, take it easy. Bye now.